All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all are? Happy Sunday and God bless you. We are here. Got some football today for a little bit. I thought we already played the Bills, but apparently not. Actually, I know we did the last time we were on here, but I don't know if it didn't save or what's going on, or maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, hang on in there. We'll be right with you. New England Patriots, Buffalo Bills.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see Matthew Judon. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Patriots and the Bills, and it's all up next.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
One second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. And here we go. We're in it to win it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it.
Let us know if you can hear.
He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the
I'll let
next.
myself know.
Extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Douglas, the man in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Very nice.
downs right at the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First carry now for Ramon.
Oh, that's poo.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Patriots are 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites
Beautiful.
all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play. Not just in their winning,
Oh, excuse
but
me.
getting it done.
Well, the first drive here, called the big tight end.
Sorry, guys.
But I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
So first and
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Got something new coming up for Monday's primetime brawl, everybody.
And they will stop him after a
So go check that out. We got a special match in there just for a certain supporter of this channel. Sabi, your requested match is the main event of the evening.
Stop me if you've heard this before.
Razor Ramon, Scott Hall in
Stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit.
the main event.
#1 rushing team.
Yes!
Stop that.
Beautiful run. Here we go.
Out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 38 yards on the scamper there. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go, guys.
They run once more with Stevenson.
Yes!
And he keeps finding his way into the end zone for a
Touchdown. Plowed right through him.
Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
I'm sorry, Jesus. Should have went to church today, guys. Gotta go to church all the time, man.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
Poop. Oh, and it's still good. That's Jesus right there. That's the forgiveness.
This drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run.
Ramondre Stevenson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Excuse me.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants
Josh
to.
Allen,
Finding the
3,000 something yards this year.
Looking over
Holy
defenses.
crap.
No
Okay.
interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Boom, baby.
Knocked away and incomplete.
One
What?
thing that offensive
What?
guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust the defensive back and get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Rolling to his...
Whoa.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Keon White got in there for the sack.
absolutely took him off his toes.
Right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
When he went
Yeah.
down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They're going to have a long day at the office if they keep playing like this.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. So a good punt and a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
H. That's crazy. MVP award prediction.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. It's over. Nobody's even near me. Wow, come on, guys.
Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring.
Stupid.
And another example of just how good they are right there in that play.
Yeah, we often
I mean,
overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
A big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Push him back.
This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Excuse me.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, wow. Absolutely mowed. Judon.
As multiple defenders get to him.
That's 3 sacks.
The Jurassic Judon. He just sounds like a dinosaur name. The Judon.
Starting to witness time and again.
Kind of a big guy too, yeah.
Now the punter Sam Martin called on to kick it away here. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Very well.
Nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
Yep.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
301 rushes.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What do you think we should do? Rolling left, they seem not to wanna. They seem like they've left the building every time we roll left. Roll on now. Yes, sir.
Now he's loose down the left side.
Every time, man. They were a little bit better this time, but we're in. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Lord.
Monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
A set-recording performance.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So 2 plays on that score.
Running 49, 50 yards every time I do a play. Like, that'll get your running yards up there quick, huh?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Scooter.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this.
Lamar.
And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Whoa. Beautiful.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Pick 6.
Back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Wow.
Make it back-to-back weeks with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Jabril Peppers.
What are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
No, I wouldn't either.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
27 points.
Play there defensively, getting the interception.
Excuse me.
For the touchdown.
Tis time.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
Power.
This one's in the air.
Bam.
He'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Home team's offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And they love to find different ways to get into the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
We're going to sub anybody that has an injury because I want to be able to have them good for the next week. We're not going to try to have anybody. Oh! Okay.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy.
Pick.
Everything falling apart now. Another one.
That's what they just can't. It's over. Pick 6. Another one. Bam. Yes. Wow. What's the chances of that? There ain't none. That's the Lord right there. I'm telling you, man. Like, wow.
Coming through with a huge pick 6.
Look at that. Pop.
Like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Ryland on for the extra point.
That's good.
And the route is on here.
You guys can't, like, hold that all the way down. If you play, if everybody that plays this probably knows that, but if you're watching this now or after, and you're thinking about getting this game if you don't already have it, and or if you have an issue with the kick, because I didn't know what was going on with the kick either.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Bentley.
But despite the completion,
How does it feel to get hit by a Bentley?
Second down,
Cook knows.
heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Allen going to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
I know sometimes we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And after
boom, baby.
Lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1 yard sack.
Freaking jumped across the field to get him.
Huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Jones on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
It's good. 12, 13, 14 yards last couple of plays. Keep losing a yard each time, but as long as it's over 10 yards running back, I guess it's good.
He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on
well, that left rollout they ain't been able to do nothing with.
I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be
Till
an
now.
insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
Yeah. They put it all because they were like, they're going to run left.
And he's in.
Yeah. Run left enough times, get them all to go to that side, and then flip the script on them and then run totally opposite direction.
And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do. Let's face it. It's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone.
Old snap, crackle, and the old pop, baby.
Put them on notice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Demoralize.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last drive, 3 and out. Still
give them the smoke
on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space to try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
Got hit hard and he's getting up slow.
That 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Allen, being chased out left.
Wow.
Still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
41-0.
Up at half halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Pick.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Wow. Just 3 interceptions every time he's been.
At the 39-yard line. So the interception.
Wow.
Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
Wow, baby.
Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead.
Yo, Teflon, what's going on, boss man? Thank you much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out the Teflon, dog.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
You know it.
On his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles. Second quarter in the yardage.
2K25, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out Teflon, dog. We're gonna pause for the dawn, baby. Go check out the channel if you know what's good for you. We're going to put his link in the chat. That's a fact. Big shout out to Teflon. Playing that 2K25, the NBA. Man, that's a good one. You can't not play it. Gotta, boom, baby. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. Go check him out. Very much appreciated with the donation. Sensation of $5.
Next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big.
We're gonna run the option.
Focusing on the fourth quarter already.
You playing Korea? Are you online, or are you doing a?
And of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run.
You as well, boss.
Good so far. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Are you streaming currently?
Stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback.
I'll go check over
there.
there.
Trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard
Nah, he ain't streaming currently, but he will be. So everybody go check him out.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson.
Here we are. Trucking. Here we go. Yes. Another touchdown. Yes.
Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 36 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making
ever so near.
NFL record.
Pat's attempt. Beautiful. Oh, very close.
On here in this first half. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Yeah, baby.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this
Poot.
one away.
Be on the lookout, ladies and gentlemen, for a collaboration between Teflon Don and yours truly, Rocky 91, and Good Grief K. Hopefully, we're going to be doing some golf and basketball, probably both. And definitely,
try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Whoa!
To Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to
Hit him hard, but it looks like one of our guys is hurt. Maybe we hit him too hard.
What you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is
Rolled
going to
an
check
ankle.
on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Allen.
Oh, no.
Here he lost the football, and it's picked up
Get
by
it
the
in.
Patriots. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that.
Wow. Almost. That is crazy.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry.
Yeah, baby.
Is in. Touchdown, New England.
Get the tight end a little bit of
His
something.
rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a
Yep.
tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
All right, attempt.
Ryland on for the extra point.
Yo, Musty, what's going on? Let's go.
A nice tidy little
Happy
drive
Sunday.
here,
God
getting
bless
the
you.
ball. Excellent field position.
Great to see you.
And only one play to score it.
Hope you're having a good day, boss.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
Boom,
this
baby.
away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking.
Oh,
up
somebody
on
got
the
hurt.
play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Pinch
Buffalo
the
offense
butt.
ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Oh, that could have been another interception. Ooh.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go.
Beautiful.
And he goes down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
What are they doing? You're just going to let it run out? You got no points on the board.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they've
Not
made
many.
this start in
I hear
series.
every
I'm starting to
boo
detect an uneasy murmur
out
through this
there.
crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first
55 to
half.
nothing.
And now here's another punting situation in a fourth
They didn't
down.
get a first down until like the end of the second quarter.
On the return is Jones.
Oh, stand up! If I would have stood up, I would have ran around him.
It's the Patriots with the advantage.
All right, halftime, baby.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. 2 touchdowns in that ball game for Kyron Williams. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He somehow wound up finding the end zone 5 times on the ground already. So he is already in shouting distance of all-time record territory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the
Yeah,
football
baby.
first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Ended up past the 20 to about the 22. Home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
Like,
And it's been a
dude,
struggle for him all
you ever seen
afternoon.
somebody
This
get hit
defense
so
has
hard?
really
You're
done
like,
a nice job
how
of making him earn everything
and
he
why
gets,
would you
and it's
want to
prevented him from
play
getting
a
into any kind
sport
of rhythm here today.
where
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going
he just
back.
threw himself at him.
Now you
He's
have to
like,
play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Yep.
Matt Judon. That is one he will remember. It's
Ooh,
sack number
is
85
Allen
of
hurt?
his great
I was gonna
career,
say.
moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long
Oh
on the
wow,
all-time list.
7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Escaping.
Yes.
This turns into
James Money. What's going on?
That'll be a safety.
Yes. Safety, baby.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount
Good
of
to
times
see you,
he's hit the deck
James.
Today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Beautiful. Return to the metal.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds.
And that flag accepted.
Well, they're not doing too well today, are they? Automatic first down.
Jumbo package to start the drive.
Oh, they know where we're going, huh?
Running left is Stevenson. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
How about
Nice.
our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Hot
Yeah,
shoe.
nice long run. That's what got
Oh,
him the award
burning
a week
down
ago.
the old
Maybe he's trying for
avenue.
2 in a row here this
I
week.
hate that line in that
36
song.
now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this
Oh,
is Stevenson.
just let's go. Oh, I thought I could
Taken down,
have.
but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Yeah, there was a little
Big
decision
hit there,
down
a
there.
first down gain of 26 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and get a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Here's Stevenson. That'll take it into the end zone.
Got
for a
it.
Patriot touchdown.
Beautiful. Beautiful, guys.
Andre Stevenson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Pats just continue to roll. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. This is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Just a little bit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
Or getting sacked.
coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To the air, Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down
Again, eats it. Wow.
Getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Josh Allen just getting hurt.
Their own way right now, and it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Jones.
Cool.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking to throw. May. This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
Yes, sir.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Back-to-back good
just
plays.
let him know.
On the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. Stevenson.
Oof.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give for Stevenson running right. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Yep.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen.
Yes.
Intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Year1 Bentley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Nice. Intercepted.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the handoff, Stevenson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll throw with May.
Come on.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead, just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Yes. That didn't.
Inside the 15 before they drop him. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground with a tight end. And he's in.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Austin Hooper. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Stamp.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. The slot man in motion.
They won 4 straight games.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get
wow.
just a yard on the the scramble. It's second down.
Beautiful.
Valdez scambling in motion left.
Jude. Done.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it.
Nope.
He's taken down.
How many times has Allen been hit? Like 20.
The Bills on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And
Yeah, he did.
Up by the Patriots. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Wow.
Now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Let's go. Oh.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Second down and 4.
Oh, yeah, here we are.
They find some on the field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards. The
What?
first down.
Wow.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
Boom.
They are going to score again.
Again.
Touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown.
Let's go.
And this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game. And hold on to that football. It may be heading to Canton after this one's over. That is the 7th rushing touchdown of the game, something never before seen in the NFL.
Beautiful. 7 running touchdowns. Never seen in the NFL. Boom, baby.
And it's no good.
No.
It's not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason,
Not
isn't it?
really.
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the
Just
extra
kept hitting
rushers
them and
for
hitting them and
positive
hitting them.
yardage. Well done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, it's Allen.
Yep.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked
Here we go.
And that's submitted. A return for a late touchdown.
Beautiful.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers are very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen.
Yeah.
The fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Stop. Give him the oxygen.
Ryland on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
92.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone.
Everybody's gotten points on my team in this game.
So here's the
Everybody. The defense, the running back,
Oh. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills ready to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Whoa.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Allen.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
yep.
He dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers,
an
and
out
stunts
ball
for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Much gooder. Oh.
Now Allen.
Not a surprise with the way that this one has gone.
What do you? Where did you throw it, brother? What were you doing? I don't get you.
So
he's all shook up.
10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
We're not going to. Don't want to.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as
punch
this
it to
one's
the
away.
side.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
421 yards in a single game.
To one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Right back to him on first down.
Let's go.
And some space here.
Let's go.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Gibby.
Just power more football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
Boom. This one will be
And this
good.
one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20,
Utterly
but not much
speared.
further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So
Wow.
if you're moving it and you're not scoring.
Another
is it
sack.
really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation.
Well, thanks for joining up, everybody. Happy Sunday, and God bless you all.
Coach, plenty to say about this game.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New England, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.